today's day 3. So this time we are going to factor when there's a number in front of x squared. And we're going to use this doing the slide method. So like I said, we'll have a quadratic in the form of the ax squared plus bx plus c. Our goal is to multiply a and c together and then find factors of that number for b. And then plug them into our factors just like normal. And then divide by whatever we have for a. And then we'd slide the denominator in front of x for each factor. So again, sounds kind of confusing, but let's dive into number 1 so you can see what I'm doing. So step 1 is to multiply my first and last. So 5 times 7 gives me 35. So now we're going to list factors of 35. That's 1 and 35. That's 5 and 7. My goal is to still get that middle number, so 34. Okay, so for this one, because I have a plus and a minus, that means that one of my factors is positive and one of my factors is negative. So the only one that will work here is 1 and 35, where 1's negative and 35 is positive. So I'm putting the 35 with the plus, the 1 with the minus. Okay, so that's like what we were doing, but now with our slide method, we need to take back into account what we multiplied by in our first step. So we'll divide each by 5. And then we'll see if it can simplify. So if I'm looking at this first one, 35 divided by 5 gets us 7. So I'm going to simplify this to 5v plus 7, Okay, for the second one, you can't do 1 divided by 5. It doesn't simplify. So we need to slide that 5 in front. So my second factor will be 5v minus 1. So 5v minus 1 as that final answer. So again, if it doesn't divide, you slide. All right, number 2. Okay, first things first, multiply first and last. So 2 times 6 gives me 12. Factors of 12, I got 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4. Our goal is to get negative 13. Okay, I've got a negative, then a positive. So that means I'm going to have a minus something, a minus something. The only thing that gets us negative 13 is 1 and 12, where they're both negative. So minus 1, minus 12. Last step is to take the a and divide. So divide by 2, divide by 2. And again, for that first one, 1 divided by 2 does not simplify, so slide that 2 in front. So 2a minus 1, and 12 divided by 2 gets me 6. So a minus 6 for my final answer. Okay, number 3. Step 1, multiply first and last. So 5 times 1 gets me 5. The only factors 5 are 1 and 5. We got a plus plus, so r plus something, r plus something. And then the only factors we can use are positive 1, positive 5. So 1 and 5. And then again, divide by the first number. So divide by 5, slide it in front. So 5r plus 1. But this one here, 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. So r plus 1. And then that's our final answer. All right, number 4. So let's slide. So 5 times 2 gets me 10. Factors 10, I got 1 and 10, 2 and 5. My goal is to get 7. We've got a plus and a plus, so I'll have n plus something, n plus something. The only one that works is 2 and 5. So plug it into 2, plug it into 5, and then we divide by a. So divide by 5, divide by 5. 2 divided by 5 does not simplify, so slide. So 5n plus 2. And 5 divided by 5 gets us 1, so n plus 1. All right, let's see, number 5. So again, for number 5, multiply first and last. So 5 times 3 gets us 15. Factors 15 are 1 and 15, and 5 and 3. We want to get 8. We got a plus and a plus, so x plus something, x plus something. Only one that works is 5 and 3. So 5 and 3, and then divide by a. So divide by 5, divide by 5. First one does simplify. 5 by 5 gets us 1. And 3 divided by 5 does not simplify. So 5x plus 3. All right, last one here, number 6. So again, multiply first and last. 2 times 5 gets me 10. It's 1 and 10 and 2 and 5. I want negative 11. So n minus 1, n minus 10. But again, divide by 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2. Slide for the first one because it doesn't simplify. And 10 divided by 2 gets us 5. All right, done.